All right, everyone, it's a new season, new ladder, and that means it's time for a new deck. So for this one, I am going with a tried and true Japanese winning list. So this one in a city league in January, so very recent. And we are doing Mega Charizard Y. And so the attack of Mega Charizard Y, Explosion Y, discard 3 energy from this Pokemon, and this attack does 280 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. So that is a good amount of damage, and you can do it to the active, you can do it to the bench. Only thing is, just remember, you can't target Terra on the bench, or rather, you can target Terra Pokemon on the bench, they're just immune to damage while they're on the bench. So be very, very careful with that. This can be used to snipe down things like Fezandipiti or something that's already been weakened. 280 is almost enough to take down most stage 2s and a lot of basic, even mega Pokemon. So this is really good for just kind of picking off targets. Now, this is a Mega Charizard Y deck. I'm trying out the card, but just like when I did Mega Charizard X, it's not the main focus. It does serve a purpose though. Speaking of Mega Charizard X, he's also in here. For 2 Fire Energy, Inferno X, discard any amount of Fire Energy from among your Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage for each card you discarded in this way. So officially, kind of unlimited damage potential here, 90 times each one, and this is from any of your Pokemon. So this is kind of be your big heavy hitter. But the main thing is the Charizard, the Dark Terra Charizard, which is still valid for the next month or so. Wanted to go ahead and try this list out while this card is still legal before it gets rotated. Infernal Rain, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic Fire Energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. And the Burning Darkness attack, for 2 fire, this attack does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So it only starts out at 180, but they take a prize, now it's doing 210, another prize 240, etc. So it really snowballs, and in the late game, this can also be a closer and a finisher. So the other supporting Pokemon in here, we've got, of course, Charmander, Charmeleon. There's also the Chi-Yu with the Mega Fire of Envy. Single prizer for 2 Fire Energy. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 90 more damage. So 140 on a single prizer, and this can take out a lot of things. Also super helpful against grass Pokemon, steel Pokemon, metal Pokemon that have a fire type weakness. The other stuff in here, Pidgeot has been a partner for Charizard for forever, as long as I've been playing. And so that continues here as well. For your quick search ability, once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can't use more than 1 quick search ability each turn. We've also got the Tatsugiri for attract customers. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter card you find there, put it into your hand, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Then we've also got Fezandipiti for flip the script. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. You can't use more than 1 flip the script ability each turn. And then some interesting inclusions in here, kind of specific to this deck. We got the Oricorio EX for the Excited Turbo. As often as you like during your turn, if you have any Fire Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in play, you may use this ability. Attach a basic Fire Energy card from your hand to one of your bench Fire Pokemon. So you grab all of your Fire Energies and you can put them all into play with this. And if you've got Mega Charizard Y on the bench, attach it to it, or Mega Charizard EX in the active, attach them to whoever of your Fire, and be ready to discard. Another interesting inclusion is the Damp Psyduck, because a lot of the times you'll see the Terra Charizard especially played with Dusknoir, Dusclops, because when they knock themselves out, it helps you with your damage modification, but it also makes your Burning Darkness stronger. So the fact that Psyduck is in here to shut down the ghosts is very interesting to me. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. And another interesting inclusion is Munkidori. So Adrena Brain Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any darkness energy attached, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And so we do have a couple of luminous energy in here to allow Munkidori to do this. And it's just the one inclusion. So I don't feel like it synergizes with the rest of the deck, but you know, being able to take 30 from you and put it on them, you know, that can take a knockout on its own, or it can assist with one of your other Pokemon taking a knockout. Okay, as far as trainers, we do see we've got the max copies of Lillie's Determination. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards. If you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, draw 8 cards instead. We have 3 copies of Dawn. Search your deck for a basic, a stage 1, and a stage 2. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then this one also comes with the Battle Cage, which is interesting. So just like I mentioned before, you know, we don't have ghosts in here. We have Psyduck to turn off opponent ghosts, and then we have Munkidori to help us move damage back onto them. So I've not seen a Charizard with Battle Cage. Typically you see this on other things like, you know, Dragonite came with it included, Alakazam keeps it included. And then the Ace spec in here, also interesting, it's going for the Unfair Stamp. You can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then you draw 5 cards, your opponent draws 2 cards. And Unfair Stamp is a card that is growing in popularity, especially as Iono is about to rotate, and it has already rotated in Japan. So yeah, we'll be seeing more of the Unfair Stamp for sure. And then standard stuff, we got 2 Iono, 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Professor Turo. We have 1 Superior Energy Retrieval, because once you discard all your fire energies, you want to be able to get them back. Discard 2 cards from your hand, put up to 4 basic energies from your discard pile into your hand. And then 1 Air Balloon to give someone a retreat cost of 2 less, which is going to be free for a lot of Pokemon. Then 2 Luminous Energy, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, provides every type of energy, but provides only 1 energy at a time. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has any other special energy attached, this card provides colorless energy instead. And then we have 6 of the basic fire. So theoretically, Munkidori could Mind Bend with Luminous and then a fire. So it's an interesting 60. We'll see if I keep it as is or if I decide to go, you know, make some tweaks as the season goes along. I didn't make it to Master League last time. I'd like to do it this time, but it is another short season, only 4 weeks. And at the end of this season, we actually get rotations. So that's going to be huge. So we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes.